Get your thoughts on the game here, Rick.
Really good game today. Obviously, our pitching was fantastic. Edwin was really good, efficient with his strike throwing, and it's a really good team that he held at bay, for 7 2/3 innings today. He's been attacking the zone a lot better early in the count, and he's getting rewarded for it. He's got 4 pitches going right now. Obviously, to be able to command 4 pitches, you got to have pretty good body control. So he threw the ball well. He's going on a pretty good run right now. I think it's about 3 or 4 really good starts in a row. And obviously Minor came in and got the guy he needed to get. And Cappy got in there. Cappy hasn't had much work lately, but he threw the ball well. And obviously we got a lot of offense today. Got hit by a pitch to get started. David hits a single to center field. Son does a good job going first to third on that. And we were off and running after that. Romanski gets the base hit to left field, and Reggie hits the double into left center field, couple walks, and then some really good situational hitting with the sac flies to score a couple more runs. Just really good game.
69-12 are your first innings this year. I don't know if you're
Don't ask me to explain it. I have no explanation for it, but whatever we're doing right there, hopefully we can keep doing it.
Obviously the offense is nice, but you must be proud as well. I don't know if you know this. You guys have played 56 games. 50 of those 56, you've held teams to nothing in that first inning, which I guess is always important when you put a zero up early.
Yeah, you obviously, when you're getting some early run support, you want to make sure your starters are able to go out there and do what they're supposed to do as a pitching staff. And you get them a lead like that, you're supposed to command the game with your strike throwing. And for the most part, everybody's pretty much been doing that lately.
Obviously, you had a little rough timing at St. Paul earlier in the season, but things have changed around a lot lately. So, I mean, I know it's just game 56. Was your team looking at this one any different than any of the other 100?
I really don't think so. I mean, it's everybody's wants to. I mean, just media people that you speak to, that they want to put a little more into the series than maybe we are. I mean, every game for us is important. We're playing the toughest schedule in the league this year. I said this many times, there's really no open dates on our dance cards. So regardless if we're playing St. Paul, Fargo, Sioux Falls, Texas, whoever, you gotta win, man. There's not many games where you're gonna go into series and feel like you got a stress-free environment for a couple hours. We've got to come ready to play, and for the most part, our team does a pretty good job of staying on an even keel.
And finally, for me, but looking ahead to tomorrow, a pretty marquee pitching matchup. To have two guys, I think.
Yeah, you hope
16-3 is their combined record, which is pretty crazy this early in the
season. Two really good pitchers in this league, and one of the biggest differences is both clubs have a lot of confidence playing behind that guy that started that day, and because that starter has kind of earned that reputation, you feel like you have a really good chance to win that day, and. It should be a good ball game. Hopefully McGovern goes out there and efficient with his strike throwing, can get to his slider and some good counts. And we need to be ready because I know Hamburger's going to be ready.
Let's get your thoughts on the game there, Edwin.
I mean, big win. Kind of got tied with St. Paul this week, and, big series coming in with them at our place. We had a good homestand, a lot of momentum with us. So, it was good to go out there and get a big win.
The way your team is scoring runs, especially early in games, when you go out and put up a zero, are you almost at the point where you're expecting them to go get some runs?
I mean, I don't think you can always expect runs, but it's been awesome to have early run support. And, I think it kind of takes the pressure off the staff, and we can kind of go out there and stay with our game plan and don't have to, be perfect necessarily. So it's been good.
For sure. I don't know if you're aware of this. We're looking at the stats. When I think you played 56 games, 50 of those 56 you guys have put up a zero in the first inning, only given up 12 first-inning runs all year. That's pretty incredible, obviously, for the whole pitching staff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, first inning, a lot of momentum. Shut down the offense. Those top of the lineup guys. It's always going to be good, and hopefully we can still do the same thing the rest of the season.
When you see them, your teammates swinging the bats the way they're, I guess you're happy not to be pitching against them because they're on some kind of run, aren't they, with the way they're scoring runs this last week and a half?
Exactly. I mean, our lineup's hot right now, and I wouldn't want to be an opposing pitcher coming in, especially at our place when we put up a lot of runs this past weekend. So, hopefully we can continue to do it and kind of distance ourselves here in the Northern Division.
And then finally, working into the eighth inning like you did tonight, I imagine you were starting to tire because I think you threw over 130 pitches. That's probably a season high for you.
I think so. It's a little frustrating. Obviously, I think last outing I came out in 7 2/3 too. So, I don't know if there's a little juju on that. I can't get over that last hump, but I try to go out there and do the best I can, and short bullpen right now, and go out there and try to get some innings in and be as efficient as possible. So, hopefully we continue to do that.
Awesome. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, take care. Thank you.
Let's get your thoughts on the game there, Mason.
Perfect game. Everybody executed really well. Carl did a really, really good job. Really threw one pitch that they got, that they hit really well, and the guy hurt him with it. But other than that, he did a phenomenal job. And also, he went really deep in the game, gave our bullpen more rests after that, series with Sioux City. Is that who it was? Sioux City? Who we just played?
And then Kansas City.
And Kansas City, sorry. Yeah, Kansas City, one of the cities. Well, yeah, did a really, really good job in our lineup. Once again, got on them early, and after that, it's a lot more relaxing to play when you're up 5-0 in the first.
There's the old saying that hitting is contagious, and watching the way you guys are swinging the bats, that would seem to be the case, especially early in games, the way you're getting jumps on teams.
Right. You can see games we get out on top in the first inning early. It seems that we keep pouring it on, and the top of our lineup has done such a good job all year long with Andrew, Romo, and who's in the 3-0? Andrew, Rome, and Romo. Sorry,
Right, yeah.
and they've done such a good job that they're getting on for the big guys, Reggie, Pleff, and Bergen, and they've been driving them in. So it's been good first innings as of late.
The way you're swinging the bat, you could include yourself in that group of big guys. I mean, have you had a run like this before? Obviously not at this level. I don't know. I think I was looking in the last 8 games, you've got 17 RBI and 5 home runs in 8 games. That's quite a streak you're on.
Yeah, that really goes to those guys. They're on base, and they don't have, guys. The pitchers are in tough situations, having to throw strikes. They don't want to walk me and get back to the top of the order. So I'm getting good pitches to hit, and it's been an up and down year. But when I'm in those situations, coming through and adding on for the team's big. So I've been trying to focus on that a lot.
I asked Rick the other day if he's surprised at the power you've shown. He said he's not, given the numbers you put up in college and that. So are you surprised at all with the power you've shown at this level?
Not necessarily. It's one of those things that it comes and goes in hot streaks usually like that, and this is just one of those streaks to where I'm seeing the ball well, and I've always been kind of a fly ball hitter and just been more barrels than late. So this is most of the time a hitter's park. So it's helped out a lot, and like I said, guys on base makes it a lot easier to get pitches to hit.